What's the first thing that you think about when you see the word fantasy? For me, it's dragons and castles. But in this story, instead of dragons, it's something so much more fierce. Something that has the ability to impact the world simply through the action of chasing their dreams and being around one another. And those dragons in this story are something that we call creators. I didn't just wake up in this castle, and the castle didn't just come out from anywhere, because a castle's foundation comes from its history. It reflects the lives and choices of the occupants, and that's what Creator Camp Base Camp is all about. It exists as a collection of the stories, hard work, and a community of the dreamers. It's these shared experiences, both directly and indirectly, that built this castle's foundation. For me, this begins a little while back. I've been to base camp before. It's a place where I felt like I made some forever friends, and a couple of which became the foundation to this next adventure. Coming into base camp is always an intimidating thing, but being around a great circle this time around made it so much easier. I could focus more on being myself and embracing others as opposed to keeping a guarded front. But to be honest, it was still an intimidating journey, because if it was overwhelming enough being at base camp, you could only imagine base castle.
Yo, ain't no way! Oh, we are not at base camp anymore, guys. This is base castle. Christopher Duncan, what the fuck?
Being surrounded by familiar and new faces was comforting, knowing that we all somewhat shared similar experiences as storytellers and creators, and it set the tone of how this week would be, as it would be a physical and emotional experience we'd all get to share together in person. We were the foundation of this castle, and it was a magical one. It was magical as to how we all found ourselves all together in this point in time and this space and time, building this fantasy castle story by story.
That's the European summer camp dream, I guess. It's like you're living a horror movie.
Crazy. Yeah, it'll hit once like everyone's hit. Dude, I was walking to Simon, I was like, let me film some shots before Joel and Sway just jack all my shit.
Oh
no, they're trying to elevate. No, my God.
Why did it look like that? Why did it look like the body? Bro, why did it look like a body goes out? Yo!
We can make a horror movie today, yo.
Yo, what the? Look at this.
Oh my gosh. This is knowledge right here, man.
They're alive, bro.
Oh, they are alive! No, that's actually, what if they were dead and they went back to it? Like,
As more people started coming in, it finally started to feel like the castle was ours. Rarely do we get this big of a space with the freedom to do whatever you want, and you could just tell that everyone was drowning in inspiration.
What do you mean, unfortunate critic?
No, it happened at the end of the month.
Oh, yeah. Damn, photographer Joel.
There was something beautiful about exploring the castle with everyone, roaming around a space we'd call ours. Our fingerprints left on the walls, laughter echoing across rooms, and ideas scattered everywhere. And then came sunset. It was even more beautiful than you could imagine. Not because of the blue hour skies and the brisk air, but because for the first time of many in this trip, it felt like we were the only people in the world. It's always nice being around people who seem to mirror your own journey, and for a week, we'd all start to understand each other, be in the same space and time, same sleeping patterns, same experiences, and People who'd understand how poetic the sun set on us. It was beautiful, even if our time here was as temporary as the sunset. For a while, this was a castle, and the castle was us.
You're so off balance. Bro, this is crazy. It's like a farm.
Oh, I just said your username. Are you gonna actually use that math? Just right.
Bro, this is so... Could they just look anywhere and it's chill?
They're a bit crazy.
Yeah. Okay, now we're wait, maybe this is bad. Okay, wait.
They're being loud. Yeah, maybe. Oh shit, you was also saying. I forgot.
Why is everyone recording me? Look comfortable, bro.
Us castle dwellers have similar designs in architecture, whether it be our niches, our talents, or upbringings. Yet, despite all of that, we are unique as every brick in the castle walls. Since we spent the whole day in the castle today, it gave us a lot of time to learn about its architecture. And by that, I mean each other. It was the first day we got to really learn about each other and the walls around us.
I'm living in London right now from the UK. My favourite song would be anything by Chapel Roan, probably.
Hello, I'm Janice.
Hi,
Hi, Janice.
Y'all hating me. I'll show you in 2025.
Hey, base. That's I didn't want to
This is like a horror right here, bro.
Which one are you in, Ethan? Are you in 12?
Yeah. I see the rest of your stuff.
Yeah.
We got to learn new things about people, and it turns out everyone has a secret musical talent. Not me, of course. I wish.
Cinematic, bro.
Joel, our workshops are after this.
Damn. That's good. Our workshop is good, so I'm not even worried.
I don't print anything. I think we just get people to write down the Patreon.
I was gonna say, what are you gonna print? I was wondering what you're gonna print, but I didn't say anything because I was like, yeah, he's
Because
more
like
prepared than
by
me.
the time it was done, I was like, I have to catch the flight.
No, we got the Notion, like we're
Notion
chill.
will prop. We'll do the props.
Yeah, we got everything.
We even got paired up and tasked with a collaboration project for the week, learning how two different people can build something together. My partner was the talented Itzel, a graphic designer and illustrator from San Diego, and we ended up creating stickers for the rest of camp.
Itzel's your partner.
Yeah, she's not here.
Yeah, she gets in tonight.
She got stuck. Where is she?
She got stuck. You gonna shop in Paris?
Let 'em know where you at. The water's fine, make a splash.
things. So we're trying to see, like, I was gonna ask them to print it out. Because look at these.
Oh shit, that's
so these like stickers, so like, let's print it out. I guess, yeah, that's what actually.
Paolo.
Whoa,
From Michigan. Oh, you. Thanks for you right here.
dude, that's the drop. I was like, thank you, bro.
Of course.
Yo, because legit when you dropped it, I looked, I was like, fuck, you guys are shit.
Yeah, no way. Yeah. It's better if I hand deliver, bro.
Yeah, we got the sunny day.
Dang, on the shot,
sunny day on the shot. That is crazy.
Looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, did Chris tell your partner's coming in tonight?
Yeah, because I remember Itzel, when she was on someone's car ride, and they were like, she was.
We had another chance to learn about ourselves and each other. Me and Joel hosted a storytelling workshop that consisted of each person contributing a story point in their life, and then another group creating a whole new life story meshed from each other's points. In a way, it mirrored what we were here for. It was for us to continue learning about our journeys in the hopes of creating new ones.
B-roll for our own shit. I'm gonna do one with just random camera, though. That's not even mine.
No, he's scared of being tall.
Nobody's scared of being tall, but when he plays for Renac, he loses the next generation.
You guys are crazy.
In the south of France, there's a town called Renac. Crazy design, watch this.
But then I'm thinking maybe the guy makes a video of her, so it's not her like recording her, posting the guy.
But it's like a stranger, like a
But I realize now it's
Barts locked in.
Awesome
Impressions LLC. Puts his job to save all the ponies. To go off and save all the ponies. But in the end, he becomes one.
Yeah. If our workshop was about learning about those walls, Baron's workshop was about tearing them down. It was about letting our walls down in order to be a kid again. We played a few games that let us get more candid and closer with each other. There was no judgment, no embarrassment, and everyone let their inner child out without a second thought, as if it was something we've all been waiting to do.
You might as well record it then, if this is happening.
I'm only going if you guys are going.
Yeah, we're going in.
You're not going in, bro.
I'm going in!
Bro, look at you sitting down, kid. No, you're not going in. You're not ready at all, bro.
You're welcome to Saltburn. With a Jameson? With a Jamie? Then slowly make your way up. You commit, bro. Good old backflip. I'm just gonna belly flop.
Holy shit, dude. Yo, I want to do that. Now I want to do that. Hey, say your name.
Justin, from Portland, Oregon, I'm 5'10".
Nowhere.
Hi, my name's Gabe. I'm 26 years old, and I'm 5'9".
Oh!
By this point in the day, it was clear that learning about each other and how alike we all were let us be in this comfortable castle. And how it turns out we weren't all really strangers, but instead people who've yet to find each other. I feel like it's an ongoing theme in this field of work. Everyone seems to feel alone, despite being so connected online. It isn't until intimate events like base camp where people start to feel at home, like it was a place that was always waiting for them to come.
Yo, Joel. You sound like the AI Patrick singing voice.
Is that good or bad?
That's good. It's fire. You heard it?
Yeah, Patrick, I feel like that's like a backhanded compliment.
But it's so good.
Anything AI, I feel like it's...
Bro, you sound like AI Patrick. Yo!
Your photos, my bad. Your photos look like AI.
No, yours is. Look at his skin tones on this. Crazy.
Look at his skin tone.
Look at his skin tone. Look at this. But look at this though. Look. The backlight and with the soft light. That's why I like the clouds sometimes. You have to say something out of pocket. Yo, wait. What sound does your gun make? What sound does your gun make, Ethan?
I feel confident in my skills. Because I was at that's also yours. I feel like I can't do anything over here. I got solid.
Today was one of my favorite days. I finally got to look at the so-called architecture of the castle and learned to appreciate every part of the structure. Each and every person here had this special part to play, both in the experience and our memories together. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it seems this castle was. As even though as materials we may have came from different corners of the earth, it's this variety that strengthens our castle. It gives this unique design, a mesh of all our life experiences that we've shared, and at least for the time being, while we all here in one place, our castle stands. Just like most castles, we are always due for change and renovation, a change for the better. Being around people who are so in touch with themselves, their emotions and their passions helps us reflect on our own selves and seek self-improvement, either learning through others or our past perspectives.
Is everyone still asleep? It's like, where's half the castle?
Patron hosted a world building exercise where we drew our lives as this imaginary world and where our dreams fit in it. Here I realized despite knowing where and what I need to work on, like relationships or hobbies, I didn't know how to pave out my dreams, or what I even want to dream about exactly. I didn't know a brain dump into a drawing would be so effective in self-reflection, almost like a blueprint for renovation. Self-renovation.
What's it called? There's no vignette.
She was her last camp. No way, dude. Nah, come on. What is that? But that fish eye lens for real. That looks like the most non-fish eye lens though.
Yeah, there's no.
Now I am.
Damn, This is the lens I want, bro.
Gels that go over studio lights that just wrap around your face.
How would you control the amount of light going into each point to make it be like the same physics?
One thing I struggle with is labels. I've always said I don't really know what to call myself. Am I a filmmaker, a storyteller, an artist? Sometimes I like to go the easy route and dumb it down and just call myself a full-time creator. I had this conversation with Bibi-Jane as part of her video, and she had the same reservations about being called a storyteller. As I told her to own it and tell herself every day that she's the storyteller that she is, Bibi-Jane would nod her head in agreement. Though I felt like a fraud, because I also wasn't owning it yet. In a way, as I told her that, I was also telling myself that I am a storyteller.
No, do you get what I mean? Like, it's nothing that I was like forced to do. I feel like growing up, like we had these like certain school subjects, which were like English, math, and making videos and creating videos with them.
One of the best things about the castle was the gardens. It really felt like you could escape and recharge your social battery. Realizing that I'm a social butterfly, I can thrive in large social situations, but I really valued this alone time I had this afternoon, even if it wasn't for long. It let me just shut off my brain for a bit and take it all in. I found comfort in others, but even more so with myself. That alone time didn't last long, as it was time for another workshop, one that would help renovate our insecurities about ourselves.
They're just all pretty long. Yeah, I feel like they all change.
Were you out there in the field?
It's a perfect spot to set up my hammock. Where?
Hosted by Anya and Emma, they introduced the artist's way to us, and they made us journal.
A bit on the artist's way that we were talking about this morning, because it's changed my life like twice actually, and
They made us write down our 5 insecurities about ourselves and write down why we think that, and then flip it around into affirmations. And here are my 5. I am not a good creator. I feel like this stems from being around peers that are super talented, and I just sometimes can't help but compare myself. Also probably because I failed a lot in school, so I never found myself great at things. And the affirmation for that is, I am a great and amazing creator. My next insecurity is, I have no useful information. This probably stems from a low self-esteem, kind of like the previous. I hide it a lot, but I'm actually not that confident. I also feel like, fortunately, I didn't go through much struggles growing up, so I feel like I have no useful life experiences that I could teach people. And the affirmation for that is, I've acquired meaningful knowledge that I can share. The next insecurity is, I am annoying. Growing up, I was always an introvert. And then when I finally found the confidence in myself, I now feel like I'm overcompensating all that. I'm always full of energy and like to talk, and unfortunately, I get self-conscious. I would sometimes just shut down and act mysterious in the hopes that people stop finding me annoying, or I try to own it and be overbearing. The affirmation that I would use for that is, I'm fun. My next insecurity that I think about is, I try too hard. I currently have the biggest imposter syndrome, and I feel like I try so hard to fit in. Either that was growing up as a British Filipino or being around these big and talented creators. And the affirmation for that I would use is, I know who I am. And my final insecurity when it comes to my content is, I am not a true creative. Growing up, I had no background in art, and I was never creative myself. I always feel like my stuff isn't as meaningful as others, and the weight of my words don't carry as well. Though the affirmation that I would use for that is, I am the most creative I have ever been. Just open a window and look out.
This one's 3.5, right? If that's like the first number. Holy shit, that left.
Jump out?
Yes.
Dude, come take a look at this. This is so cool.
Like, better for f-stop.
When you zoom in, it goes up though.
Full cage, except it's like a hydroponic cage.
Okay.
And then, so the water comes from a pump from a bucket and then up into this tube up here, and we drill like little holes.
Today, before I came to Creative Camp, but just the service was so boof, I didn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, what is just like,
Bro, I literally, that was just in my mouth.
I didn't kiss it though.
Yes, you did.
I actually.
Replay it.
I'll go actually replay, bro.
I was sitting on a ledge about that high at a park.
So you woke up and thought it was December is what I'm saying.
No, it was like
I thought it was January. When I woke up.
Wait, what, I'm saying like, wait, what?
So like I forgot my memory because it was December,
It was
and then they were
December.
like, "You forgot your memory." I was like, "Oh, so it's January?" And they're like, "No, it's not the New Year yet, bro. It's still."
It's cold. It's a little cold. Yeah. Bro, I'll kill him. Oh, you ready? Yeah.
Tequila,
Yeah, I'm down with tequila.
Where do I go?
I started drinking a year and a half ago.
What'd you drink? It is so sad. I feel all the air is kind of sad.
it's easier to act now.
Oh yeah, now okay, just do it again then. Yes, versus Scott.
Yeah, you guys might need BTS.
Do an iPhone then.
You actually, you matched it.
You got a nice swing, man.
The next up for a day of renovation was Professor Barts' music class, where you guessed it, we learnt some music. It seemed like in some way everyone was musically inclined, and even if they weren't, the outcome wasn't so bad. It got everyone out of their comfort zones to sing in a room full of people. If there was anything that connects all of us, it's music. Because music is the universal language after all.
I wish you should show more dancing.
Oh yeah, I already had that. It was moments like this throughout the trip that made it seem even more like a movie. They played music well into the night, and little did they know, they were actually closing the halfway point of the time at the castle. The moments we always dreamed of while watching those films were finally realized, but at the same time, it was almost coming to an end. Storytelling, just own it, just own it. Just own.
Do you ever feel alone in your mind? I do.
Just get real now.
I've been alone.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amanda. Happy birthday to you. Chug, 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 chug.
Mystery. We're all, you know, our butts are tight. So,
Dreams, as it turns out, can be a reality. The premise of 30 creators living in a castle together, secluded from the outside world, sounds like something a creator can only dream of. Yet, here we are at a dream state. This part of the castle journey is the part where we start to lucid dream, where we become aware that we are living in a moment of fantasy, where you feel like you can do anything you want and visit any place you dream of. Speaking of dreams and being able to do whatever you wanted, I finally made one of my year's dreams happen. I've been telling people that I've always wanted to dance in the rain to the song, and today was the day that it happened.
Standing at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, the stars illuminate the words that you cannot find, reach you, you almost taste it, reach you, better feel it for you, you can let it, no one else can speak the words. Just so simple, you don't let them blow. Lay your back again, rest is the only time.
And one of the best things about having people just like you is that we all may share the same dream. Because who knew that everyone else also wanted to feel the rain on their skin?
Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Slow down, slow down.
Sam.
Tap it up. Ethan.
One more.
Okay, circle.
The rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak.
Run.
If this castle was this fantasy, going into town was a period of reality during this journey. We were reminded that the outside world existed and it didn't revolve around us. Today was a day trip hours away from the castle. Our first stop was a quaint little town called St. Malo. This was a pretty funny stop as you'd get what you expected by putting several creators with cameras back into society who for the last couple of days had zero filter and normal people around them. And one thing I noticed was that despite being back out in the real world, we never lost that sense of our inner child. And it's somewhat of a testament as to what we've all built together in a castle.
Mamma mia.
Did you buy something?
Yeah.
Did you buy
Yeah. Little sweatshirt. You can wear my sweatshirt.
You want to open the car?
You're gonna start beeping, bro.
Starts beeping in French?
Yeah.
After causing chaos in St. Malo, we then took another long drive to Mont St. Michel. And this next part is what fantasies are made of. This castle that looks like it came straight out of a dream is a metaphor in some way for us creators. We were all here because our dreams somehow became a reality in some way, and now standing in this fantasy land together. We all have the same dream in a way, and it's some form of expressing ourselves in our art in any way that we want. So being able to share this experience with other people just like you felt so fulfilling, like we weren't alone in this journey to our goals. On the way to the castle, we all walked our separate ways. Some people went ahead while others stayed behind. Some people went in groups and some people went alone. But throughout the journey to the castle, we meet in between. Sometimes walking forward together and sometimes just breathing in the air together before we walk our separate ways. Sometimes when the goal seemed so far away, all we had to do was look around and see how close we actually were, and that the achievement of reaching it was bigger than we could have ever imagined. Sometimes it's all due to perspective. For you, maybe you don't see yourself there yet, but from another set of eyes, you're at the base of it. As at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where and how we got to the castle. We were all certain that we'd reach it and meet at the end. In this community of ours, when one person feels lost, we're there to help guide the way. And when one person wins, it's cliche, but we all win. Because one way or another, we're all gonna end at the castle. And then I had this thought while walking down to the castle, and found that it's funny how once we realize and achieve our dreams, due to the world going so fast, we can never actually get to take it in. Then that moment suddenly becomes a dream again, in future sleep, dreaming of the past. And now here comes the worst part of realizing that you're dreaming. Once you're aware, you wake up. I wish I woke up to the first time I saw everyone, but instead I woke up to ghosts, to a quiet castle that was merely an echo to what once was. And that's the thing with castles. They thrived in history, but never in the present. The unfortunate thing about these retreats is that by the time we've all bonded and clicked, it's time to go home, to leave everything we've created in the castle as ghost stories. The workshops, the laughter, the photo shoots and the late nights, all merely left as stories of the past. The final day was pretty uneventful in a way, as everyone was locked in finishing their collaborative projects. Projects which were some of the best pieces I've ever seen. Maybe all that work was a distraction from the sadness of the end, but the end was anything but sad. As creators, watching each other's creations was the perfect end. And it was the highest of highs that we could get. That, and for some reason, singing the American national anthem in rural France. And then, as we sat there watching the stars at 2 a.m, it was a reminder that it would be the last times our physical bodies would share the same sky. The ghosts of us in the castle, however, get to live in it forever. There's actually one last thing that we leave behind, and that's a lasting legacy. It could be physical things like a forgotten book, or stories passed down through generations about our time at the castle. Because as storytellers, we'd all recite these stories and create films about our experience. The emotion would be captured in our creations and we'd post it on the internet. And now the story of Basecamp Le Brosset lives on. We've also gained this legacy in our friendship, meeting in all corners of the world. The goodbyes are now just see you laters. There would be a couple things that we'd miss, but they'd be things that we can learn from and use in the outside world.
Gonna miss that feeling of isolation, just like not being connected to the outside world and just, living on our own space for a bit.
I'm gonna miss that feeling of community and knowing that at any time I can go and join someone just hanging out. Someone's having fun, outside of my bedroom. And I can just go
right outside your door.
Right outside my door. That low-key happened many, many times that happened.
I'm gonna miss filming with people. I'm just gonna miss that friendship feeling. No, but we can still do it online, but still, it won't be the same because this is in person, but yeah, I'm just gonna miss that. Just being around friends and being isolated from everything, it's really nice.
If camp was a coming of age, then the castle was an owning of your age, owning your foundations, your design, and being proud of what you've built. It's the realization of one's dreams and being able to share that with others that have the same. Even though the castle usually marks the end of most fantasy stories, for us it's never the end. For we are able to imagine and build an infinite number of dreams and castles. And although the time we spent with each other was short, it was a meaningful one. We're all going to take pieces of this castle away with us, learnings from each other, inside jokes, conversations, and the creations that we all made. These are things that will impact us and impact the world more than we know it. We will all get to admire this special point in time one day, maybe at different times in our lives when we need it most, which in a way means we'd always be there for each other. Because not only did we live in this magical fantasy together, but we were once and will always be that castle.